Good morning. So it is a new week. It is Tuesday the 19th of August and I'm in the car again. It seems like all of these are now in the car. I will just explain why today's, because I was gonna I've got I packed my tripod and I wanted to kind of do it in a different spot, so it's not always like driving, running. Somewhat getting a Sam Sulek vibe. But I it's 7:30 and I'm leaving to go for a run now, and that's never normally a time I go. I just don't know what happened today. Didn't hear my alarms, and then I just woke up. At least it's not like 10 o'clock waking up, but I can't explain what happened during the night and for me to oversleep. So we have had no more signs of the baby yet. We have a scan today to basically see if he's big. If he's big, then I think Freya is going to have an induction, which means he'll be coming this week if she has an induction. But they might turn around and say he's not big. And then I think she wants something called a membrane sweep, which is just, I don't know how to describe that because I don't know what it is. I know it's something to do with the older cervix area, but I don't actually know the physical action that they have to do. So today is just a 40-minute run. I do have 20 minutes to add on to a run this week from last week that I didn't do, but it's not going to be this one. Main reason is my days used to be Sunday, Monday is my check-in days, so they're a super busy day. Then a Tuesday I used to just do more chilled work, but now I've taken on the responsibility of basically reviewing our whole team on a Tuesday, which is now another big task in itself. But the one positive is I don't have to do much talking because my throat last night was gone. So that's the reason I'm running 40 minutes, get back, and then start these reviews, because we have our scan today, and then there's something else after it, I believe. I just know in my diary there's from 2:30 till 6 booked out. So today is just a single training day. It's a run. Then tomorrow is gonna be a cycle. I might cycle today actually, so I might run and cycle today. Then tomorrow swim and upper, because I missed the Monday swim. I'll be honest, this leisure centre for swimming, it doesn't excite me. It's not nice. I don't like it in there, which is why I've probably been so inclined to go. And I know I'm not training triathlon, I've not got an event, so it's kind of making me not want to go at all while I'm back, and then just wait till I'm in Dubai. But I've bought the session, so I'm going to at least get a couple more sessions in. And then I think what I'll probably do is just pay per session, because it's £6.50 for a single, £40 for a month. I've used it once, and I got it, this is coming into my third week here, so I got it 2 weeks ago, and I've used it once. I will get one session in, one swim in this week. I need to just look at the timetable, see what they're saying. Unless Freya goes into an induction, and that's a perfect excuse to miss the going to the leisure centre. But the runs are still going ahead, the cycles are still going ahead. Got my bike as well. I need to show you guys it, but I've not actually got on it yet, just because I need to take it for an actual fit-in, and then with that actual fit-in I don't have any of the equipment, so the clip-in shoes, the the stuff, you know, like the suit, the helmet, and all that. So we're basically just waiting. Well, I say I'm just waiting till I go back, because I don't mind using the gym's like watt bike. It's actually really nice. A little bit boring to be sat there for like 90 minutes in the same spot, but this is just like for building the groundwork for the endurance. I'm not too bothered about not using the bike here. I mainly got it here so I can have one that I know is like trusted, whereas like Dubai, it's always like hit and miss with certain things. It's like I didn't know what kind of like real deal I was getting, whereas this has been like serviced and fully looked at, which is great. And then I don't have like any extra worry that, oh my god, like I'm gonna take this back, or if I'm not happy with it and stuff like that. So I'm just gonna get it serviced, an actual bike fitting at some point. It's probably looking more likely that I will get that after the baby. Might see what the results say today, and then kind of see what I need to do for it. But yeah, that's the kind of like the situation with the bike. Now with the runs, they are going super well. I have extremely stiff legs today though, with leg session yesterday, which this leg session consisted of single leg press, then it was then we did split squats, then I did leg extension, leg curl, just like both legs. I kind of like swap between on sessions what's single leg stuff and what's not. Then we had calf raises, and then tibia raises, which is like the other way of doing it for like the front. And then I had 6 sets of ab crunches on a machine, so it was quite, and then obviously a little bit of plyometrics at the start as well, so it was quite a long, I think I was in there for an hour. I don't really like spending more than 40 minutes in there, because if I do, I know I've just basically sat on my phone for most of it, but this was actually genuinely a long session in terms of like what I needed to do. Most of my leg days are going to be quite long now, which is unfortunate, but I need to do the stuff for my actual leg health, which is super important. I'm at the spot now, so I will get some clips as I'm running. This could be a 2-week vlog, this could be a 1-week vlog. We'll see how it goes in terms of what happens today, I imagine. Do you know when you just procrastinate for 10 minutes and look at the time? It's now almost 8 o'clock. So maybe it was longer than 10 minutes. I just been drinking some carbs and electrolytes before, but if I'm honest, I have zero motivation to go. But we're gonna get out now and get running. It's one lap. It's one lap is all I gotta do. It's 40 minutes. We've got this. So let's get this run done, because this is the moment where other people would be like, fuck it, I'm just going to stay in bed, or I'm going to go home. And this is the difference that's going to help push towards the goals. Or doing stuff when you don't want to do that stuff. Just trying to psych myself up, but I'll catch you on the run. Hey, we're going. We're about 5 minutes into this run. Feeling good now. It's always the start of the workout that you dread. When you're actually doing it, it feels good. So basically, I'm running much quicker now than I was 4 weeks ago, and my heart rate's maintaining. So it's good to see like that level of fitness is there. So doing the same loop as the other day, just because that was dead on 40 minutes, or 38 and a half, so I can just add on an extra minute somewhere.
Pardon me. But yeah, body is feeling so much better now. My legs are still stiff from running, but not running. My legs are still stiff from the gym. I expected that though. I've changed my style of training. I'm working mainly 6 to 8 reps for everything. So proper working on strength. A little bit of hypertrophy, being more towards like the 8 rep range. But I'm just not doing any of like the classic hypertrophy rep ranges anymore. Just as I think building strength, especially in the legs, will be much more beneficial for the Ironman. But also, I think them rep ranges are like going to be good for actual muscle size as well, rather than just trying to do too much extra excess reps. Pushing everything to failure. That's how I enjoy training, but just not as high reps this time. But yeah, we'll capture some more runs on the clip, and I'll show you the road that I run down of the main road, where it's very, very busy sometimes. But that's kind of where I find the second gear, just because you're running on the road, so it's busy. But catch you then. That is the run fully complete. So we did 6.32k, 40 minutes, 6 minute 20 pace. Not bad for an easy run. Calves are still feeling tight when I run, which is just the only real like annoying thing I'm suffering with at the moment. Everything else is all good. So I did stop and pause the time for like 2 minutes just to stretch out my calves a little bit. I think I'm gonna have to do like extra work with them like in the evenings, just like with recovery and stuff, because you're only gonna get more and more done, like more and more volume on them. So yes, they will adapt, but also it's not fun at the moment. Now hear me out. I've moved away from the Mantra electrolytes, and I've just bought like a bulk powders one, and the bulk powders one's £5 for a big bag. It's plain, and I'm just sticking it with some elderflower, and my god, it tastes so good. So that's going to be my new thing. Save the money on the Mantra. This has per scoop 500 milligrams of sodium, then it's got like all the potassium, magnesium as well. So it's actually a perfect mix. I think I'll do a video on like every supplement I take, because it's a growing list, just in terms of like health reasons and stuff. So I'll probably do a video on that soon. So yeah, gonna get back, have a smoothie, do my coach's review, then go to the scan, find out if he's a big chunky. So I'll catch you maybe on the next run. It could be this week, it could be next week. I don't know when Freya's going to go into labour. That's the only reason I'm saying it like that. So if it is, it'll probably be like a 2-week vlog coming out. And just like how I'm navigating training with a newborn. But yeah, let's get home, get some food, get some work done. I've said this earlier, or on Tuesday. I feel like I'm always in the car now. It's actually going to be an evening run today. So what happened was, I don't normally have calls on a Thursday. On a Friday. It's Friday today. I gave myself a full day of recovery yesterday. I keep waking up with the world's stiffest back. So I have booked in with my friend who is an osteo. He's going to give me a deep tissue like massage, and he said he's going to do like my posterior chain. So that's going to be next week, unless the baby falls out over the weekend. Well, I might be able to go. It's just going to be like an hour. For some reason Freya won't let me leave the house at all, so I don't know what that's going to mean for training. But I need this because I'm stiff. So we're going, and we have a 47-minute run today, which is 40-minute easy, and then 7 minutes of strides. I have never done strides in my life, so I would not be able to tell you. I'm going to read the description when I get to the location, and I'll read out what it is, because I've never done them before. I feel like it's just like kind of like a sprint, but I don't want to do it. I'm going to go around the outside this way. I don't want to do it wrong and basically look like a prat. So I'm going to where I've been running, which is like the drive away, as this is actually my favourite track at the moment, and I'm just going to run it until I'm bored of running, and then I'll find, I think there's like another basically fen that I found, and I'm just going to be the fen runner while I'm back. So yeah, I didn't explain, but basically I never have calls today, and I had a pop-up, and it was like, and it was booked in my diary for 11 a.m. So my diary, I think, is still synced up to my Dubai time, and it just like made a mistake. But I always have notifications come through 10 minutes before, and I just got to the spot to run. So I just had to like drive straight back, and I was like, I'm just gonna have to run in the evening because I'm not driving back again to the spot. So I just got back, got on the call, did a load of work, went to the gym, trained at upper, went really well. Now it's 6:30, I'm going to get this run in. I've got 2 gels here ready, primes. I'd already had 2 gels before the other one as well, so that was an annoying waste. I'm kind of feeling like very, very energized for this run. Someone just staring at me talking to myself. So I'm kind of looking forward to an evening one. I will not get in the habit of the evening ones. So looking forward to like this evening run, but I will not get in the habit of it just because personal preference, get my run done out the way. I know you feel so much more tired just like throughout the day, like totally understand that, but it's like the biggest task that I just need to get done. Like the gym, I'm so much better at going to the gym just because I've trained weights for like a while, and that's like one thing that I've enjoyed the most. Now I'm building this like running aspect of my training. I just need to make sure it's like the first priority. So it will not be a habit of the evening ones. I just know while I'm back here, if something happens in the day, in the morning or overnight, I can push back the run to a different point in the day, because it's been cloudy, it's cold here. I can't do that as much in Dubai. It will soon come where I can run in the evenings. It's just very, very humid. So just going to utilise it the best that I can while I can. Oh, that's a naughty little spot. So we are here. It's a completely different location, and I hope it's okay for parking. So there's the road there, and that leads to the main busy road. This is some type of like farmer's shed. We'll call it a shed. There's not much around, there's just a hay bale there. So I hope that this is acceptable and I don't have a farmer waiting by my car when I come back. Because I just thought, it's a little bit out the way. Yes, he might say, oh, this is my land, but man's got to run. So hopefully it's fine. There is a house down there, so they might like spot it and like come out. I think you're slightly shaking, so let me just do that. But who knows? It's all about trial and error with life, isn't it? So let's kind of just look at what the workout's going to be for today. So yeah, 47 minutes, as I explained, which is the first 40 minutes is just zone 2 aerobic run. So I assume that's heart rate of 134 to 153. Then there's a 1 minute walk after that. Then it's repeat 4 times strides, which is 30 seconds at 138 to 163 beats per minute. Zone 1 recovery, Zone 4 sub-threshold. Then it's into active recovery, which is 1 minute of getting the heart rate to 86 to 120, which is a walk. So somewhat similar to what we've done before. It's just we're going to be pushing for more of a beats per minute threshold rather than an RPM. So his description is: strides are an easy way to incorporate some speed work. For the strides, start steady and pick up your pace and near maximum speed. Take 10 to 15 seconds to accelerate up to 70 to 90% of your top end speed. Hold that for 5 to 10 seconds. Deaccelerate or ease the pace in the last 4 to 5 seconds. Remember to relax and ensure you're not holding any tension in your shoulders. Slow to a jog, walk or stand. Take enough time to let your heart rate and/or breathing recover, then repeat the stride. The gradual increase to almost your top speed helps you to learn to switch from using slow twitch to fast twitch muscle fibers. They allow your body to feel what it's like to work anaerobically without overdoing it or having a high risk of injury. So that explains how the strides are going to work. So the first 40 minutes is aerobic run. Then we have a 1 minute walk. Then we got 4 times 30 second strides with 1 minute light recovery jog/walk. Let's get this run over and done. I just realised that ending was very camp, so please don't ever abuse me for that. I haven't picked up this camera that much on this run because it is incredibly windy out here, but I just wanted to say, what a time to be alive, eh? Pushing towards goals that make you tired. It's honestly the best motivation ever, because as they say, it's a privilege to move. We have 8 minutes left of this 40-minute run, then into strides. My heart rate's been a lot higher on this one, but it's so windy. It's also later in the day. My heart rate's normally a little bit higher around then. But this is kind of like the view, just full on country, back roads, and then there's like a big circle in front of me where loads of lights come through, which is amazing to see. So let's finish this run. We're going in strong. We've done 5.5k with like 6 minutes left now. So finish this bit, then I've got a 1 minute walk, and then I've got strides. So that is the run done, and I'm gonna say it again. I know I said it, I think I said it in the last video. The best run to date. I feel like I'm just genuinely getting healthier and healthier, or like fitter and fitter, I should say. Not turn the car fully on. So basically necked all my electrolytes. I've got it with Ribena this week, or today I should say. Gonna go back now. Chelsea game in 20 minutes, which is absolute music to my ears. I just need to basically navigate out of this spot that I parked up on. I went so far down into this fen, I can literally smell the manure. They were freshly put on the fields. That's how down I was. So gonna get the drive back. We have one more run, and that's gonna be on Sunday. And next week is looking like a good one for training as well. Likelihood is I'm probably going to miss a couple of sessions just because of the baby. I don't know why I put my threshold next week because of the baby, so a bit annoying that one. I'll obviously have to play it day by day. Hopefully the threshold isn't on the day. I don't want to do the threshold and then Freya goes into labour on that day, because I will be absolutely shattered. But yeah, play it day by day. So I will catch you on Sunday. Hello. So I've actually been a little bit quiet as the baby has arrived. I took the week off of training, which I took it off everything. Like sometimes when I take a little break, it's like I'll still go to the gym, or like once before I just ran for a week and then took a bit of time off the gym. But we just had a full-on reset of everything, which my body is thanking me for. So there is a big positive there. Baby's here. So far, he was born last Sunday, and he was meant to come, like his due date was Sunday the 31st, and he came on Sunday the 24th. So 1 week early, which was good. It was absolutely like one of them experiences that unless you go through that experience, you cannot describe like the feeling of it. Like at first, when Freya's pushing and stuff, you feel so helpless because there is nothing that I could do to like aid in that. Just like obviously being the comfort there, talking to her. I was holding a fan to keep her cool and stuff like that. But there is nothing else that like the partner can do. Ooh, sorry about that. We had intense braking. But yeah, there's nothing else that the partner can do. So it's like you actually do sit there and think, oh my god, I feel so useless. And it's obviously not the case because she was asking for me when I was just like stood there and stuff. So it does mean like she's still like, I'm still, the presence of me just being there is like good for her, which was nice. But I am so sorry that this is just continuously turning around. So I'm just going to tighten you, and then that should be much better. And then we'll just let the car go. So yeah, week off, we're back into it now. So today is just going to be like a 45-minute easy run. Nothing fancy about it. We've got to keep the heart rate below 153, which is, you know, what we've been doing for time. On Thursday, we actually have our new threshold test, which I'm excited for. So I'm going to spend the whole of tomorrow like fully fueling for it, because that's going to be like 40 minutes. I know I say it's only 40 minutes, but I have to be running at my threshold, and I want to be fully fueled for it because it will be a morning run. So that's like what we're going to do today. I think what I'm going to do is just round up like last video, because I haven't edited it and I missed the Sunday run because that was the day that Freya went into labour. I'm just going to include this like video in it, and then we'll just like pick up tomorrow and start like the week coming for next week, like when I put the video out next week. Now I do plan, and I'm going to say it on here so I can actually keep myself accountable to it, because I also want to like bring in the mild bit of education that I've learnt so far in my journey. So with that being like around nutrition, fat loss, like fueling for runs, just general training and stuff like that, just obviously from my online coaching background as well. So I want to start doing 2 videos a week. One's going to be solely like my week in my life, like updating everything, and then the other one's probably going to be like the food that I'm eating, like other stuff, just so we can start to like, I can start to educate as well. So I'm aiming to do 2 videos a week. I've not decided on the days yet. The reason being, I record this stuff on my run days. When we get into like the next big prep, which after the half marathon, I think it's going to be like an 8-week prep for a sprint triathlon, which, you know, isn't anywhere near the level of like a half Ironman or Ironman, but it's just like the next thing we can start to bring in. I don't know why they'd stopped. In terms of like, I can bring in like the things I'm doing for cycling, the things I'm doing for swimming, but while it's not the focus, I'm just doing that behind the scenes. So I'm continuing to build on that. With like going up to posting twice a week is going to be a big task, but I've took it like upon myself to like put more into the business now, and I feel like since the birth of my child, it's given me like kind of like an even more found purpose for like one, helping the growth of the business. Like, just an example, I'm now doing like daily calls with part of my team that are in like the marketing side of things and sales. So it's like I'm stepping really into the role of being a business owner rather than just a coach. Like, we have a team of 3 other coaches, then there's myself and Freya, so like there's 5 coaches. Then there's 4 people behind the scenes on marketing and sales side of things. So I'm on calls with them. I'm doing like the weekly reviews of the coaches, so I feel like I'm really stepping into the role of like the owner of the business rather than just like a coach in the business. So I want to kind of like bring people in on like how I'm managing things like productivity and stuff, and kind of just like talk about other topics and kind of like educate as well. And one of my biggest things I've said to myself is like starting to grow more of a social media presence. Like, currently at this time we've got 400 subscribers on YouTube, which is great, thank you everyone, but I've got 17k on Instagram. I want to push these numbers, not just for like a personal way, because I want to like basically become a personal brand where I can like work with companies and like businesses that I value, for example like BPN. That's not just it, it's just like to reach even more people, to be able to like, 1, educate about like the fat loss side of things, 2, like obviously influence people with like running, fitness, training and all that. So they're like the big goals going into 2026 that I really want to push. So it's just a big thing of like being productive, getting shit done. I now have a son that I want to spend time with. I have obviously Freya, my girlfriend, that I want to spend time with. So I just can't afford to do these like periods where I just procrastinate. And I've found like since being back into work this week, just like I'm so much more productive, I'm getting more stuff done, and that's what I want to just like kind of bring into the journey, so like other people can really start to like implement this stuff, and hopefully it gives like a small little impact on that as well. Training twice a day, how do I do that? Still manage a relationship, now manage a child, and I'm managing a multi-6-figure business. Like, that's what I want to show people, and kind of like help other people that want to like strive to do better in themselves. So that's why I'm going up to, that's my spew on why I'm going to try and post twice a week to get more like a value out there. Just arrived at the run, and what I'm going to do is firstly just park up. I'm just going to sign this run off here, so the next video will just be the 2 runs. As one, this is very dead because we recorded so much stuff for Freya's pregnancy on this camera, so it's like been absolutely abused. And then I'm just going to run, basically do it to kind of like clear my head as well. Not that I need to clear my head, just basically to run and be with myself, not have to worry about like bringing the camera and picking it up. And then we will like, I had to take my dog to the vets today, so that's why this is on the chair. And then we will just pick up on Thursday, so it will just be a Thursday and a Sunday run like video this week, next week coming. So thank you for watching, hope you enjoyed, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.